How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing tonight? Hello, Funky. Just getting everything ready. Shout out to Odie for giving me the list. Foes. I do not rock with the foes. I'm in the rain with the lows. Winning the life that I chose. Up, I go. Watch me fly and go. Third time I've been low. And now it's time for my ride. Watch me fly. Do fiddle in. I want to make this see-through. Yeah, there we go. All right, I think we're ready. Yeah, I mean he already had it done, but can y'all see the flavors right there? Is that good? That's as good as I can get it. Well, welcome to Denoted. Doing the intro 4 minutes in, of course. We are doing oddball berries. As you can see, we got acais, we got gojis, we got elderberries, we got a bunch of stuff. We got the palms, the razzles, the yums, the bumbles, the saskatoons, the yang mays, the I don't have it, the spurs, which isn't really a berry. I don't have that, but I do have crystal brew. How's the music, by the way? It's on my phone. Yeah, it's I got a good amount. All right, let's get started. So, I'm gonna turn the music off because it's gonna distract me. So, acai, which ones do I have? I know I got cap, favora, and both of the berries. Sure, I don't want to forget anything. I have a big fear of this episode because I have a lot and I don't want to forget any. And I know I have the capabilities. All right, so I have I have, I have cap, Vora. I have all of them except for TPA. No, I have TPA. I have TPA. So I have all the acais. That's how you say it, not a kai. Allegedly, I don't know. You can call it a kai. I don't care. Call it a kai. Call it acai. Call it a keke. A kaka. It don't matter. But acai is a very good fruit. So I like it in real life. It's a little bit different in the vaping world. So in the real life, I get more of like a kind of like a pomegranate berry kind of thing. You know what? How about this? How about for each flavor, let's go over what it's supposed to taste like. Oops, a little spill. Never hurt anyone. All right, so first one is acai. Now I get off the jump, uh, like a pomegranate kind of vibe. Tastes like tart berries, unsweetened chocolate. Yeah. I don't really get much chocolate. They're saying red wine, mix of berries. Others say a slight metallic aftertaste. Earthy, bitter, robust, grainy, tropical, and refreshings. Yeah. I get like a dark berry with pomegranate. The berry that I would guess would be like raspberry kind of. That's what I get from it in real life. The chocolate, I don't know, man. I've never been eating acai and been like, oh, that tastes like chocolate. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure everyone's different. Um, all right. So how would I rank them? So first off, the acai berries, both of them bad. I would say Perilium is the worst. Perilium acai berry is just it's very farty, and that's the problem. There will be similar flavors. I'll once we get to it, I'll compare it. Uh, but yeah, it's what coffee, dude? And it's tagging. Well, what's going on? Chocolate. I don't get much chocolate from real life acai. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, Brilliant Acai Berry is definitely very farty and pissy. It's not that good. The funk in it is beyond floral. It's just like almost, I wouldn't say chemical, it's more BO side. The berry in it is very moldy, very astringent, very tart. It's not enjoyable. Um, the the berry aspect or the acai aspect, I don't really get much of it in there. It's just like uh a tropical berry that has just gone bad. There's just no way around it. I highly recommend you don't get this one. Uh it's just not good. But yeah, that's that. The next one is Flavor West, which is slightly better, nothing too crazy. Uh, it doesn't have the farty kind of pissy notes, right? But it does have that kind of funkiness to it. Uh, the the funkiness in both of the berries is just not like a lot of times you get like a tropical funk and it's good. You know what I mean? Like, mangoes, some pineapples, yada yada. It's good. In this instance, no, it's just not good. They're very like not even floral, more like chemical, funky, like moldy food that's bad kind of deal. Um, how would I rank these top three? I like all of them. So I'm gonna kind of compare them right now. I would say the most authentic would be Favora. The most mixer friendly would probably be TPA and Cap. I would rank Favora. No, I'll go with Capella number three. Capella acai is not that bad. The chocolate notes are definitely, in my opinion, more prevalent in Capella and Favora, whereas TPA no. But with Capella, it's definitely on the chocolate berry side. The pomegranate esque nature of it, I do get it in there. Uh, with a little bit of the raspberry, I definitely get a lot more chocolate in it. The chocolate is just, I don't notice in real life, but in vape, definitely notice it. Um, yeah, it's it's out of the top three. It's probably I wouldn't say the hardest to mix with, but not the most fun. The chocolate notes just don't play as well with other flavors compared to Fufora and TPA. And that's why I would put it third. Now, when I say third, it's if you want acai, those top three, I definitely think you need to go for. The berry ones, I don't think so. But these top three, I would just say get them if you like acai or you want to explore it or you want to deep dive it. Capella is pretty good though. I would rank it third for the simple fact that Favora is very authentic. Favora would be my number two. It's definitely got those chocolate notes in there. It's very tart and juicy at the same time. Slightly floral. The floral notes are kind of green, earthy, very similar to the real deal. Fovora's is definitely the most authentic to the real life thing. It does have a little bit of a chocolate note in it, but it mixes a lot better. The chocolate note, when you mix with it, it doesn't show up as much. It more complements whatever you're mixing with. Especially with dark berries and chocolate. I mean, come on, strawberry covered chocolates, anything with berries and chocolate does well. Uh, I've never mixed it with directly chocolate, but I've done the top three in berry mixes. I love acai and berry mixes. It adds a nice kind of dark berry to it. The chocolate notes get masked when you mix with them, at least when I try to mix with them. I'm sure you could easily exploit them. But Fovora's is definitely the most authentic. But then at the same time, do you want that in a vape form? It depends upon who you are. Now, if you're looking for the most authentic one, then yeah, I would say Favora. But if you're looking for the most easy to mix and most mix friendly and kind of most vapey, where it's kind of, all the good parts of it, I would definitely say TPA. TPA acai, I've mixed with it a lot. It works anywhere from like 1 to like, I haven't done it more than 5%, and that was single flavor testing. But I definitely think you could probably push it TPA levels. I wouldn't recommend that because I think 2 is just beautiful. That's all you need. It's more on the additive side. I should probably look at y'all. It's more on the additive side. It is very basy, but how I typically use it is an additive to bring other berries together, to bridge other berries together, to add a darker berry to the recipe, to change the color. Some berries are too bright, like strawberry, and say I want more of a dark jammy acai, throw it in there, boom. I also think these would be good for chocolate covered strawberries. That would be a nice little bridge. I haven't done it before, like I said, but I'm pretty sure it would work. But TPA to me, even though it's not the most authentic like Favora, I think it's the easiest to mix with, the most fun to mix with, the least challenging, the most friendly to other flavors. It's very juicy. It doesn't have that much of a tartness compared to the others. I'm gonna look, Buster. Look right into your soul. Or should I act like I'm talking to someone over here? Okay. Wait, let me adjust it for you. 1 second. Now, Z, I'm blind. Is that Giller? Giller? My accent, I can't say your name. I apologize, Mr. Giller or Mrs. Giller. I would say you could use these as, now first off, if you want to use anything as a tobacco additive, you got to understand an additive in the tobacco game is going to get beat the hell up. So you're looking for the additive in tobaccos to either bridge things or to sit under, kind of be the bottom or top notes, kind of add essence of fruit or whatever you're after. I wouldn't recommend or say, yeah, 100% go do it. I would not be surprised if you can make some killer, like, I don't know, like a cherry tobacco, a pomegranate tobacco, a dark berry tobacco, blueberry, etc., etc. I think you could utilize it. Do I think it specializes in that and excels? I don't think so. I think all these excel in berry mixes. I know, oh shocker, a watermelon's good in melon mixes. I know, useless information, but I think they do really good with other berries. When you mix it with other things, that's where it gets a little bit harder. But it is possible. I've seen people use it with chocolate. With tobaccos, I don't know. Yeah, I like calling it acai or whatever. But acai gotta be, top 10 most fun words to say in the world. Acai. Like, I mean, you can say it in so many ways. Acai, acai, acai. Okay, stop distracting me. But it is true. But I think you could. It's possible. Do I encourage it? Why not? But it might be a little rough. It might either overpower the mix, or it might just get beat up. But I think the best one would probably be TPA or Favora. TPA if you want more of a sweeter berry. Favora if you want more of an earthy, natural, floral kind of tobacco. I think Evora might be better with like Virginia's, the grassier ones, whereas acai would probably be better with like pipes and rich, sweeter ones. Uh, I mean, why not? It can't, I make big batches of 100 milliliters plus, but if I'm ever unsure and I'm doing something crazy, I'll only make like a 30, and that's still too much. But don't be afraid to make a 5 or 10 milliliter and just sit it to the side and forget about it for a couple weeks. It can't hurt you, and you don't even have to add Nick or anything. Uh, Acai is beautiful with blueberry. I like it. Excuse me. I like it most with blueberries and strawberries and raspberries. That's pretty much all the berries. It's good with blackberry. It's good with pretty much any kind of berry. But I really love strawberry, blueberry, and acai. Also, the ones that we're going to talk in the future, like yumberry, bumbleberry, all that. I've had mixes with that as well. But anyways, to recap the acai, highly recommend the top three that are just called acai. Do not get Flavor West and Perillium. Under my palate, they were astringent and kind of annoying and violent. But the top three I would rank Cap, Favora for the most authentic, and then TPA for the most fun to mix with. So the Gojis are going to be pretty easy. They're both terrible. So long ago, I got FE because I was like, what the heck's that? It was at the same time I got their purple yams or purple potato. I can't remember the name for it. That flavor is actually pretty good. It kind of, I know this is not the show, but that one kind of reminds me like a part of Kicks or Tricks or something like that. What the plant become? Oh, pity. Don't ruin it for me. I'm going to rewatch it. There's a website that has I'm not going to go into it, but it has all the replays. And you have to pay to watch it. But I'm going to watch it after this. First, I'm going to watch UFC, and then I'm going to watch that. So please, I mean, you can spoil it. I'll live if you want to be a douche. But please, no spoilers for any UFC or boxing tonight. I know people don't know me, like I don't tell everyone, all my life, or I try not to, but I've been watching mixed martial arts and boxing since mid-90s when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I remember watching Tyson in his prime and then watching in his elder years. So if you can, don't spoil it for me, but it's okay if you do, don't worry. Yeah, so back to the terrible gojis. So let's Google what goji tastes are supposed to taste like. Goji tastes like. So the flavor is tart and sour, kind of like a cranberry with the almost herbal note. Dried goji berries should be chewy, but still just slightly soft. The higher water content of fresh goji berries dilutes its tartness, less like cranberry flavor and more like a tomato flavor. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So let's start with the worst of the worst. I mean, they're both bad. But Goji by Flavor Express, FE. The herbal notes are definitely floral. And the floral notes that you get from this is like pushed to the high level. Fiddy, if you don't watch Facebook lives, then rewatch. Same thing. Just don't watch anything. But goji is just it's too floral. I haven't had goji in real life. I've never even seen it. I think I've seen like goji juice somewhere, but yeah. Too floral, and the herbalness, I don't get anything like that. Now cranberry, I don't get anything like that. I just get an extreme, almost purplish red floral. A little bit of berry behind it, but this definitely feels like candle, hand sanitizer. It doesn't feel like for our realm. It definitely has like that cleaning sensation, that floral sensation, that not our alley kind of sensation. The off notes are offensive. They're not like in the background, or chilling. The floral and the cleanliness of it is just top notes, bottom notes. I mean, it does have a good body. It does have a well-rounded vape, the top, the bottom, all that. It is juicy, but like I said, this is the extreme floral that I don't know what you would use it for. Now, I think you could use it for other avenues, not that we do. I think it would make great for a hand sanitizer or like a floor cleaner. Like, this is actually really offensive to say to Effie, but yeah, it would make like the best floor cleaner in the world. Like, it's, nice little floral. Like, it smells good, but it just doesn't translate. Very similar with the goji berry. The goji berry has that floral note. It's a little bit turned down, and the goji, I don't really get cranberry from it. I was thinking like blackberry. I get like a dark berry, darker than blueberry, at least in taste. And it just wasn't good. The berry and the floral kind of were uneven, and the berry that was in there, being a blackberry, was kind of flat. It wasn't vibrant. It was kind of dull. It was a little juicy, but then a little tart at the same time. I've been searching for RF Young Berry for a while, and every time I try to get it, it's out of stock, unfortunately. The list that we have, though, I have most of these, beyond the MF and all that. But yeah, the gojis, just like the Perillium and the Flavor West acais, I don't recommend these. I don't know what you could do with them. The floral notes just are way too prominent to, work with. Sorry, it's weird seeing my cheek for the first time in a month. It's like, what? That's my cheek. So elderberry. I don't have medicine flower. Shocker. I know, Fitty, if you could post your notes for medicine flower, that would be cool. What does elderberry supposed to taste like? Complex flavor that's initially tart and astringent, but then develops into a deep, a deep, fruity sweetness. Elderberries are often used in syrups, jams, or teas. The enhance flavor, the rich, blah, blah, blah. When cook it, the tartness. I'm trying to get taste. A light, sweet, tart, earthy, and slightly bitter. They bring woodsy, floral, and dark fruit notes that are complex and wine-like. Its uniqueness lies in its balance between intensity and subtle. I get like a blueberry blackberry mix. Very earthy, a little bit of green. I didn't hate this one. I liked it because it's kind of weird. I feel like this one would be really good with like drinks and like tobaccos, and just a good additive to kind of add some tartness and dark berry to a mix. It wasn't overly dry. No, the astringent note right there, that comment, I don't get really astringent. I get the tartness. It's definitely, one of the, tarts. Most of these berries are tart, but I definitely kind of got like a green, like the not the actual color, but like, the green little stem. I got the green blueberries, blackberries. Kind of like you took a green strawberry and smacked the hell out of a blueberry, while a blackberry jumped off, swanton bombed onto the strawberry. It makes complete sense. Yeah, it's pretty much, I don't know how to explain it, because like, that's all I get from it. It's like a blueberry blackberry mix. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I don't know what I would do with it. Like if I want to make a blueberry blackberry mix, I'd rather just kind of add my own together. But I think this would be a good bridge, as well as I think if you already have a mix, I think it would, with blueberries and blackberries, I think it would fit right in like a party, you know what I'm saying? Now, medicine flower, I don't. Yeah, it's elderberry. We're on TFA elderberry. I hope I'm saying it right. I am, I wouldn't say strawberry mute. I am so like, it's very weird. The average strawberry, so I think I'm like up to 140 some odd strawberries. I have pretty much every strawberry you can think of. Now, out of like the 150, let's just say I have 150. I can probably only taste about, without a generic red juice, generic red flavor, I don't taste, I would say probably 20 to 30 out of the 150, give or take, that I have, I can taste. So like, am I mute? I guess you can't say that because, you know, I'm bad in, I don't know, I'm just bad in a stupid amount. Oh no, you do it, what's just 20 by 150. Yeah, I'm bad and terrible, but you know, I still, I wouldn't call my mute, I would say dulled. I'm a strawberry dulled. Like, the average strawberry just tastes like red juice to me. Kind of like Kool-Aid. Like, you never call strawberry Kool-Aid. It's not. It's just red Kool-Aid, blue Kool-Aid, purple Kool-Aid. Purple and red were the best, in my opinion. Blue was good, too. The orange, I didn't like the orange. The orange was just too artificial. And okay, whatever. Strawberry challenged is a good word. So, I guess I will always side with the blinds. But I did find flavors that I can taste. Now, that did take a lot of soul searching. You know, 150, I would say probably 135 to 145, give or take, you know, because I keep adding. I have strawberry candy that I added, the strawberry frap that I added. SSA didn't have any, but yeah, so like, sometimes I can taste them, but it's not as enjoyable as other people, you know, like the vibrant. I like when my strawberry mixes, I like it to punch me in my face, you know, but it is what it is. Now, flavor amongst Sweet Betsy Forest Fruit, I thought I had, but I have Sweet Betsy something else. What is it? The raspberry, I think I have. Favora Berry Blend. This one, I didn't test. I forgot about it, but this one was from the new mix, wasn't it? Let's go to Bull City to check. So the best way to check if a flavor is new is I just go to Bull City flavors, just in case you didn't know. And then I search the flavor brand, so Favora in this instance, and I'm having a hard time. I think it was grape. Was the grape jam or grape berry, whatever. Sort by newest items. And then, all right, so I swear this was a new one. Oh, there's also guava dark berry. Was it the yuzu? I thought it was the yuzu. No, that was candied blueberry. Jammy grape. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so it is a berry. So first, I want to go over, before I forget, one of my favorite flavors ever that is technically an oddball berry and not on this list. I don't think it is. No, it's not. Glad I checked. Bull City. Guava Dark Berry by Favora. Guava Dark Berry by Favora. This was on their Saturn Peach. No, this was on their Sumo, Yuzu, Cactus Aloe, Red Vanilla Soda, Yuzu, Creamsicle release. Guava Dark Berry is one of my favorite flavors by Favora, maybe all time. You know, I would definitely probably put it in my top 100. I know that's not impressive, you know, to others, but I have a lot of flavors, so top 100 is, I think, pretty credible. The guava that you get from it is slightly funky, like pink guava, but turned down a lot, so it's a lot more manageable. The berry that you get in it, shocker, dark. Definitely blueberry, raspberry, and blackberry. Like a combo. It's more on the blue, darker side, but it definitely has a little hints of red. And that little hints of red kind of tap-toe dance with the guava, which is pink, of course. It's a very beautiful mix that leads to a funky, tropical, dark berry. Very juicy, good body. It's good as an additive. It's good as a base. Now, though it's good as a base, I'd like it better as an additive. It can bridge a lot of weird flavors together over with the berries. I had a mix pineapple pin where it mixes with pineapple and grapefruit. the funkiness of it, and then adds like a darkness to it. It kind of tones everything down. But it is delicious. I love guava darkberry by Flora. It's it's like a 8.5 flavor, I would say, out of 10. It's a really good flavor. Highly recommend that. And it's often overlooked because, Flora just released bangers, and so it's one of those that unfortunately got overlooked. But it's a great flavor. Now, Flora Berry Blend, to me, is pretty much what I get from it is kind of like their wild melon, but berry blend. So I get strawberry, blueberry, and I would say it's like, I got to do math here. I would say it's mostly strawberry, blueberry, and blackberry with a little bit of raspberry in there. The raspberry is very light and kind of with the strawberry, but it's like a blend. It also has a little bit of jamminess to it. I don't know if that's just me, but it has a little jamminess to it. I enjoy it. I mean, it's not the greatest thing. Honestly, I'd rather mix Flora berries together, but it's not terrible. It's good. I definitely think you could easily make a lazy mix with this and add 2, 3, 4 blue berries with it, just berries with it, any kind, and then you'd be good. Has a pretty good base. It's a little bit strong. I haven't worked with a ton, but I would definitely say it's on the harder side to mix with, just because it's very, very bassy. And if I remember correctly in the mixes I did, it definitely overpowered and it was a little bit harder to blend with. Next one, let's see. Now there's 2 wild berry cobblers. I swear there was 2. I think Wonder Flavors is the other one. Cobbler Berry SC, which I don't like. So we'll go over that. So Cobbler Berry SC Wonder Flavors is probably good. It probably a lot of people like it. It definitely gives me that kind of cardboard plastic off note, unfortunately. It's called Cobbler in parentheses Berry by Wonder Flavors. I'm sure it's good, but similar to the baked strawberry off note that I get, where it's kind of like cardboard, dusty. I get in this one, so I never mix with it. That off note that I get in certain flavored compounds is just putrid and repulsive. It literally doesn't go away. I have to rewick. I have to, sometimes even change the coils. So I do not like that. However, Flavor West Wild Berry Cobbler is ridiculous. I went through probably a month and a half where I was just mixing with it. It is absolutely delicious. When you think of a wild berry cobbler, it is what it is. It matches it perfectly. The crust on it is delightful. It has a little bit of butteriness, but it's not like coconut butter or somewhere it's very prominent or noticeable. It's very light, not even like strawberry jam, very light. But the bakery notes, the crispiness of the crust, the actual crust flavor is just the perfect amount. And then the jamminess, the juiciness, the body of the actual berries in there is amazing. Now, the berries that you get from it, it's definitely like a blueberry, raspberry, blackberry kind of vibe. Darker berries. I don't see a strawberry in sight. Whatever. The blend of it is amazing. I think, honestly, one of Flavor West's best flavors. I know they, everyone's like, butterscotch, ripple, or whatever they say, but honestly, I am very harsh on Flavor West. I don't think they're that good. Their tobaccos are obviously the worst of the worst, but I love this flavor. It's super easy to mix with too. You don't have to add much to it, and whatever you add to it's good. You want a little cream, you want a little whipped cream, you want a little custard, whatever you want, just works well. It's not a ton of bakery, but it's definitely there. The berries are first, and definitely, you're at the end of the cobbler where it's mostly just berries and stuff. But I definitely get crust notes in there. Now, we're not talking about cheesecake levels. It's more like a crumble topping kind of thing. But I love the notes of bakery in it. But then again, you might be right, Linda. I do prefer light bakery notes versus full body. That's why I don't like cookies in certain instances. Except you're a cookie crack. But that's just my palate. TFA berry mix. Now, if you have 10 flavors, maybe 20, then yeah, TFA berry mix will work. It's like harvest berry. It will do some good mixes. Then you'll order more berries, and you'll be like, it's not that bad, but I like, I like spurberry or yangmei better, And then you'll get more, and then you'll get more, and then you'll never think of TFA berry mix again. It will get lost in a mix like harvest berry, and you'll never mix it again. And why? Because it's not that good. Now, is it bad? No. Just when you put it against its competition, it's not getting on the stand. It's just not that good. The berry mix is, blueberries and strawberries is what I get off of it, a little bit of raspberry. It's not bad, but it definitely has a little bit of tartness and almost cider fizziness to it and astringency. It's not terrible. You can make some good mixes with it. It can work. Like I said, once you start getting more and more berries, this is like, Capella and TFA strawberries. When you first start, you're like, oh, this is really good, really good. And then you're like, no, ripe strawberries by Capella is better than sweet strawberry. And then TPA strawberry is not even a top 15, 20 strawberry. I don't know. Not that good. Once you get more and more, that's what happened. Now, I don't recommend TPA for that reason. There's a lot of better ones. Nothing's wrong with it, like I said. But it's just one of those early on mixes like Cap Harvest Berry that pretty much I got them at the same time. And it will help teach you. I think it's a good starting to kind of learn. And it's not bad. You're not going to make terrible mixes. You're just not going to make the full potential that you can make. I would probably give it like a 5 out of 10 for that. Like, it's good. It's okay. It's not terrible, not crazy off notes. It's just not that good. There's an owl outside my window, which is pretty cool. Haven't heard an owl in years. The next one, TFA Tutti Frutti. I don't think I have that. I don't think. I might, but I usually don't get Tutti Fruttis. Now, yeah, that's... I wonder, that owl's going crazy. It might be eating the frogs. We have a lot of frogs outside. And it's going crazy. Sorry. My legs and knees are hurting right now. Fruit salad, Wonder Flavors. Yeah, I'm going straight down the list. I organized the acai, the gojis, and elder, or well, Odie did. And then the rest, I'm just going line by line. I don't like the rank. Side note, I don't like ranking. I do like rating. I need to focus more on giving ratings. But then at the end of the day, telling you what's good and what's bad. That's why a lot of times I'll be like, oh, this flavor, it's good. Oh, it's this flavor, it's bad. Just immediately give you an opinion. Because once you get a lot of flavors, ranking them, I mean, it's virtually impossible. If you have like 10 strawberries you like, once you get to that realm, or 15 blueberries you like, ranking them, like, why rank them? Why? Use them in different situations. In certain situations, a jam is number one. In certain situations, a candy is number one. In certain situations, natural is, I don't know. But I like giving them rank. Now, the ones that I rank, so the acai berries, Muth, terrible. And then I ranked it Capella. Lavora is the most authentic. TPA number one, easiest to to work with, and the one that I like the best. I think most people would probably say Capella or TPA number one. Vivora is too natural for some people. But anyways, Wonder Flavors fruit salad. Literally, you know those fruit cups that you get processed, highly processed with the juice in it. You get more juice than you get fruit. It's basically like that. Like, think every single fruit. You know, sometimes I get melons in there. Sometimes I get grapes. Sometimes I get, it's more bright. I don't get much berries out of it. I think maybe a strawberry, but I get no dark berries. Strawberry and maybe a blueberry, but I get like melons in there. I get grapes in there, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of pear, a little bit of peach, kind of a combo, like those things you get in the tubes. It's pretty good, but it being so specific, so niche, that it's like, what am I gonna do with it? I have mixed with it and it did okay. It did fine. But like I said, it's so specific and so many different things in there that it's kind of hard to do. Nothing is decisive. Nothing is 100% sure. It keeps changing. It's kind of like choose your own adventure. You really never know what you're going to get. What I think this would work best with, and what I've utilized it to give it a good potential, is with smoothies. I really liked it with smoothies because you could add TPA fruit smoothie with this, and then you just get a, not in an offensive way, but a generic blend of fruit with smoothie. You add a little milk or a little cream, whatever you want to it, and then you're good to go. I also added like yogurt drink with it, stuff like that, some yogurts with it, and it did well. I tried doing like custards with it, didn't do as well. This is too light, so you need light things to go with it. But yeah, like, I got it from Grimberry Farms. It was like 87% off, and I got it for like $1.50, like a 30 mil. I think 30 mils were priced as 10s. Nonetheless, I don't think it's terrible. I think it leads to lazy mixing and boring mixes. I don't, like, I love you, Wonder Flavors. I don't think it's exceptional, but like I said, it really excels with juices and generic kind of blends, like smoothies, stuff like that. It just does well. Now, is it going to be the most bassy, the most obvious? No, you know, you're not in the wild melon dominant at 1% phase. You know, it's very light. This, you have to do 3 to 5 typical OG Wonder Flavors. But it's not bad. No off notes, no nothing. It just doesn't lead to much creativity because it's, I wouldn't say complete because it's kind of on the lighter side, but it essentially is so deep and so many things in it that it's like, well, shit, what do I do with it? But I found its niche. I think it does really well with TPA fruit smoothie. I haven't worked it with other smoothies, but it did well in that. Cap mixed berry. Do I have this? I somehow don't have this one. I have TPA berry mix, but not mixed berry. FA Summer Clouds I got. Now, I got this one because Chiba had a recipe with it. And I ordered it, and then I watched Noted, and that was the last time I ever ordered flavors without doing research on it, or more in-depth research. Summer Clouds by FA, without a doubt. You know, a lot of times I'll hear these people say these off notes or whatever, and I'm like, I've never tasted that. Like what is there? There's like green beans for someone, or what is the certain tobaccos they get, like a bean note or something? I can't remember, but it's like, what? I never get that. And with Summer Clouds, it's without a doubt dryer sheet. There's nothing else to it. Like, people will be like, yeah, it's like peach and got slightly floral notes, and it's, yeah, this is a fucking, like, this is just a dryer sheet. There's nothing else to it. You're getting a full body dryer sheet. it's white dryer sheet. I don't know if they make different color dryer sheets. There's no clouds. There's no summer. It doesn't remind me of summer. It reminds me of doing my laundry. And no, it's not like, oh, cleaner. No, this is dry your sheet. It has the airy dustiness that it has. I feel like if you threw the flavor in the air, it would just kind of float. It's just pure dryer sheet. The floral notes are not even floral to me. Like, floral can be great. Floral is good. I don't care what people say. When it's done right, it's great. Hibiscus, stuff like that. Honeysuckle, yada yada. But it's not floral. Like, just go right now. Pause the stream. I don't care. Go get a dryer sheet. If you have one, like I'm not even that rich. I've just smelled it in my life. And this is a dryer sheet. Like, can I substitute a dryer sheet for FA Summer Clouds? Like, can I put 3 drops of FA Summer Clouds into my dryer and it does what a dryer sheet does? I've never tested it because that's ridiculous, but that could only be the purpose of this flavor. Maybe if you took a dryer sheet and put a couple drops on it, let it dry, and then put it in, maybe. But without a doubt, this has been used in dryer sheets by companies. I've smelled the flavor before. I think every dryer sheet in America uses this flavor. Summer Clouds. I mean, if you want that so extreme floral that it's not even floral now, it's a physical household item. Like, you're past dryer sheets, floral. You're at Pinsol or whatever, Pine Sol. You're at Febreze. That is Summer Clouds. One of the worst flavors you can get, honestly. It's not terrible. I mean, if you want dryer sheets, it's the best damn dryer sheet you can get. But that's enough of that. Beryllium Wild Berry Harvest. You know that kid in class that's kind of dumb, not too dumb. He gets a C+. He does okay. He makes it by. He's gonna graduate, but he ain't got a good GPA. That's this. He's gonna do okay. It's decent. It's 3 to 5% wild berry harvest. You're getting a blend of every berry. There's a little bit of raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberry, all those. Even a little bit of like pomegranate or acai kind of vibe, maybe. No chocolate notes or anything. I definitely think out of all the harvest berries, this is the best. But even then, it's a little bit uninspirational. It mixes well with others, but it doesn't. I don't think it pushes a recipe above and beyond. I don't think at any point in your mixing career it will be the missing flavor. I think it's good in what it does. I think it's a good flavor, but like I said, it's that C+ student. They're gonna amount to some in life, but it's never gonna be, that 4.0 GPA, whatever. Not bad. But definitely I think there's better berry blends or berries that you can get. However, in the harvest berry range, it's, I think, far beyond the best one. Even though it's light on flavor and you have to kind of use it in the 3 to 5 to get the full body, it's good. It's juicy. It's got the tartness of the berries. It's got a well-rounded mix of every kind of berry where it kind of goes in and out, interwoven together. But like I said, it's just kind of C+. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing amazing with it. I think anytime you find a use for this flavor, I think there's always a better flavor. But I don't think there's anything wrong with using this flavor. It's pretty good. I also get a little bit of candy note in there. Maybe a little gummy or a little bit of hard candy in there. Just a little. It's near the tail end. It's not noticeable when you mix with it, but it's noticeable in single flavors. Nonetheless, Beryllium, they didn't do great with the acai, but this is far better. Like I said, I think it's the best harvest. Anything with harvest in there, I think it's good. Maybe even wild without the berry cobbler. We're not gonna do forest. I gotta go check because didn't we do a forest fruit for Favora? Not for Favora, for Noted. I'm thinking as I read. Noted. What was it? Forest fruits. Always add too many R's. Why I die? We didn't do a forest fruit. I swear we did. Yeah, we did harvest and forest berries. There we go. I can't remember us talking about this one. No, we have it. Oh, it's just forest fruit. Here, it's only forest fruit. Like, I know I have VTA forest fruit, but I don't have VTA forest fruit berries. Now, is it different? I don't know. But based off what Odie had, he took all the forest fruits off, so I just won't go over that one. Plus, I don't really remember. I know for a fact I don't have forest mixed berries, but I do have forest berries. If it's the same, I don't. Flavorless palm berry. Do I have that? I don't think I do. No, I have pomelo. Just for the sake of education, I'll tell you what palm berry tastes like. Just in case you're curious to try the flavor. Palm berry is a flavor that combines pomegranate and strawberry, and it tastes delightful. Okay. I don't think I have this one. So we'll go on to razzleberry. Yeah, we did harvest and forest fruit. But like I said, if you have the time, Lynn, I don't know if you had that flavor. Could you go check to see if it has berries on the bottle? I swear it doesn't. Mine's, I know for a fact, didn't have berries on it. I know it was just called forest fruit. It must be a separate. But I don't have that one. I just have forest fruit, which is okay. There's snozzberries. Dude, I'm trying the mix that I made earlier. At the end of the show, we'll talk about it because I'm excited. Razzleberry, Flavor West, Razzleberry. Now, this is supposed to be, what was it? Candy, of course. Razzleberry, blueberry, right? What is it exactly? I get blueberry, raspberry. Flavor West. Blackberry and raspberry. I get more blueberry than blackberry, but Flavor West claims blackberry and raspberry. My experience, I love this flavor. Razzleberry is so clutch. I get more blueberry, raspberry. I get a lighter berry than blackberry. I wouldn't be surprised if blackberry was in there, but nonetheless, what I get from razzleberry is a blueberry, raspberry candy, more hard candy, syrup, juice, not gummy. Absolutely delicious. Really good as a base, though it doesn't excel as that. What I think it really does well at is the additive. It's really good at bridging and taking natural berries and bringing them over to the candy side. I think it does well. There is a little bit of, I want to say, almost fizziness or almost acidic nature to it, so you have to be careful with the percentages. I only get that around 4 to 5. I tend to like it in the 3 range as an additive, of 3.5 to 4 as a base. I don't think you need to go above that. You can, but I don't like when I push it. But it's really good. The name, I don't know, probably named after some, probably named, I would assume it's named after something. I'm not going to Google it. I don't care. But really good flavor. I think it's often overlooked because it's, I wouldn't say that old, but it's one of the older flavors. And, not everyone likes it, I guess, but I liked it. I still use it every now and then. Um, Tonight is a good night for Flavor West, considering that they suck. Um, yeah, Flavor West Razzleberry, definitely like it, especially if you like candy. Especially if you like candy, I would recommend it. Flavor West Yumberry, another one. So Yumberry in real life, what does it taste like? It's native to China, apparently. But Yumberry flavor is sweet and sour with the taste similar to cranberries and pomegranates. Uh, I got cranberries. Uh, Cranberry raspberry is what I get. I don't get a pomegranate in it. Uh, Making sounds. I can't even get my leg up there. There we go. Um, yeah, I get cranberry raspberry. That's what I get from it. I don't get much pomegranate at all. Uh, it is a good flavor. It's slightly tart to the point where it's kind of dry. So when I do mix with it, I do like to add juicy berries to it to kind of fix that problem. The dryness isn't to the point where it's excessive, but it's definitely noticeable. Uh, Not a terrible flavor, pretty good. I do like it. Once again, this is a very additive night. Not a lot of these are going to be basey. Um, but I like using most of these as an additive. Yumberry as a base, I didn't really like it. I wouldn't say dominant, but it just doesn't play well with others above 4%. It just seems to, I don't want to say overpower and beat, but it stands over. Does that make sense? It intimidates other flavors and makes them kind of sit in the back. So you have to kind of work with it. I like this one in the 2% range, and just kind of make it a background singer because it does very well at that, at filling the rest of your recipe that has gaps. I think it does really well. These next flavors, besides a couple, are really good. I'm pretty sure I should get the Palmberry. Maybe I do have it. I didn't look for it because I swear I didn't have it. Bumbleberry. Wonder Flavors Bumbleberry. Bumbleberry flavor. Oh, there's a bumbleberry pie. So, bumbleberry flavor is a combination of wild berries such as strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. It can be used in a variety of products. Yeah, that strawberries, I didn't get much of it. I definitely got the more, I don't want to say floral, but the more earthy berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, a little bit of cranberries in there. Bumbleberry, I think my two favorite flavors of the night overall is bumbleberry and yang mei. We'll get into the future. Bumbleberry is delicious. The blend of berries that you get from it is very delightful. It's very almost bright. I wouldn't say bright. It's very vibrant. It's very welcoming. It's very friendly in mixes. Easy to mix with. You can use this one, I think 3, around 4 it gets a little floral. But at I would say 1 to 2 is a good start. Most of these flavors that we're going over in the blues, the Palmberry all the way down to Spurberry, are definitely in the 1 to 3 range, 1 to 2 range. Just heads up from top to bottom. Bumbleberry is delightful. The blend that they created of berries is just good. You get now, like I said, I don't get the strawberries, but then again, I am strawberry challenged. But I definitely get, a little bit of tartness from cranberry. I definitely get blackberry, darker notes, berry notes. I definitely get the raspberry and the earthiness of all the berries. I definitely get a blueberry in there as well. It's really good. I enjoy it, not dry. But like I said, in a higher range, it can get a little floral. All these, if you push them too far, the ones in the blue can get very floral. You have to start in the 1 to 2 range and work your way up. Just heads up. Wonder flavor Saskatoon berries. Not a big fan of this one. What is Saskatoon supposed to taste like? Saskatoon berries is very similar to blueberries, although they are more closely related to the apple family. Many people would describe this taste of Saskatoon berry as a sweet, nutty almond flavor. They are higher in fiber, protein, and antioxidants. The berry ripen in late June or early July. The comparison of blueberries. Blueberries are described as being subtly sweet and woodsy with a touch of acidity. Saskatoon berries are juicy with a sweet, earthy, nutty, and slightly acidic taste. What I get from it is a very earthy, floral, acidic taste. I don't get blueberries. I get a blackberry kind of vibe from it. Very dark, very floral. The floral notes overpower everything and kind of make it not as enjoyable. Yeah, the floral notes kind of ruined this for me. I didn't enjoy it. I did test this, in different percentages, and I just never could get the floral note to sit right. But I've never made a mix with it that I enjoyed. The floral notes, even in mixes, overpower other stuff. And just not a big fan. Like I said, I don't get really any blueberries out of it. Never had one in real life. It is what it is. I don't like this one. Do not recommend it, but you can try it if you want. I like Wonder Flavors because, without them doing these odd flavors, I would have never found them. But definitely not a fan of Saskatoon. All right, now to quite possibly, I think the number one flavor for me. I think it would be number one. Let me just look over. I would say if, not including wild berry cobbler, if we're, because that's dessert, that's one Flavor West wild berry cobbler is by far, actually, it's probably the number one. I would say that's number one, just because you have to, no offense, you have to suck if you can't mix with it. I have made endless amount of recipes with it, and not one I didn't like. The only one I didn't like is when I added Wonder Flavors berry cobbler. But Yang Mei berry, if we're talking about just fruit, not dessert, not cheat codes, because let's face it, wild berry cobbler is kind of a cheat. It's that good. Yang Mei, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Wonder Flavors Yang Mei berry is my number one actual berry tonight. Per Google, it's similar to strawberry and raspberry, but slightly more tart with a herbal taste to it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Yang Mei berry is legit. I get a strawberry raspberry, and yeah, just strawberry raspberry is what I get from it. There's another red berry in there, I feel like. I don't want to say cranberry. I think it might be cranberry because you get a tartness from it. I think it might be pomegranate. Because you get a tartness, but it's brighter than a cranberry, if that makes sense. Yang Mei is kind of like a blend of just imagine strawberries and raspberries and then other berries you never tried. Like, I've never tasted these berries in my life. That's what it kind of reminds me of. This one's really good as a base, really good as an additive. It's more well-rounded. However, if you use this too high, the floral notes come out. So I would be very wary. I use it in the 1 to 3% range. Let me see what I did in recipes. Okay, I made a lot. Let's just pick one. Yeah, 1 to 2 is where I would recommend it. That's where I typically mix with it. It's just a delicious blend. I think it's more on the raspberry side because the tartness, as I said, is there. but it's delicious. It's pretty sweet. I don't know if the real thing is sweet, but it's definitely sweet. I just enjoy it. It's another flavor like Flavor West Wild Berry Cobbler. I made several mixes with it, and none of them have been bad. I've enjoyed them. And to me, that's a good flavor. You know, it might not be authentic to the name. It might not taste like what it's supposed to. It might have some off notes. It might be floral, yada, yada, yada. It can have all this. But if you have a hard time making a bad mix with it, that's just good flavor. And Yang Mei, if you use it in, you know, I would start way below 2. I would start at 1 and work my way up there. Certain mixes, I would even start at like 0.75. Now, it's not TFA pineapple or what, not TFA. What is a Wonder Flavor super concert? Like, what is a Wonder Flavor that you have to use sub 1%? I can't think of one, but it is one of those flavors you might want to. Like I said, above 2, the floral notes, especially at 3 to 4%, a little bit rowdy, a little, and then the tartness. I mean, you know, it instantly kind of dries your palate without being dry. You're like, dang, I need some water. However, if you use it in 1 to 1.5, absolutely delicious blend. Now, Flavor West Cherry Berry. I've never seen this. So let's check Bull City and see if they have it. Cherry Berry. Ow. Okay, Flavor West Cherry Berry is at Bull City. There is a review. Very cherry, not so berry, very, very cherry. Flavor's okay. I won't be getting any more. Let's look. Let me see if like Session has a review, because I'm very curious to this. Because cherry berry sounds very good. Cherry berry, there's a bunch of blueberry, red cherry, no, cherry berry Flavor West. So it has 3.5 stars. Let's see if we can read a review, if there's a good person I trust their opinion here. I don't see anyone that I know. Nothing too informative here, but that might be something I want to get. It does have 25 reviews, 3.5 stars, and its average mixing is 4.5, so typical Flavor West. Might try that in the future. Smells a little bit chemically. When mixed, can make a very realistic cherry ripe taste. Pretty strong flavor. Go easy at first. The macerated cherry smell makes me keep the percentage low. All right. So creamy whoa. 2.5% cherry mixed with 2.5% creamy coconut and 7% coconut candy makes a realistic cherry taste in cherry ripe flavor. What, Trav? Calm down. I mean, the notes are okay. It might be one of those flavors along down the line that I might try just for sake, but nothing is reaching out to me to purchase that flavor. That's a lot of times before Noted or Denoted DX. I'm getting confused. That's how I verify. Try to find as many reviews of it. Don't worry if it says bad or good. Read the reviews. Just because someone thinks it's bad, like, oh, this is not authentic, this was a candy. What if you wanted a candy? Get it. What if you wanted something juicy? Get it. You can learn a lot of things from negative reviews as much as you can from positive reviews. And then sometimes you can find other people's palates and be like, we do not match, so I need to get that flavor because they absolutely hate it. That means I might like it. I think the closest mixer, most popular mixer that I relate to somewhat is Dave. But Dave I don't relate to on everything. So then I would use other opinions to kind of bring everything together. And that's the best way before you take that gamble. Because no matter what, when, if everyone tells you a flavor is good, it does not matter. When you purchase that sample 10 milliliter, whatever you want to call it, that's a gamble. That's a risk. Just because 100% of the community likes a flavor, you might not. So you have to do everything in your ability to research that to either convince you to get it or convince you not to get it. I research it until I see something I'm like, no. Then that's the decisive blow. But if I see a strawberry and I'm looking for a jam and I read, this is a jammy strawberry, this is a jam, okay. If I read the negative reviews, oh, it's too much green, too much floral, I don't mind that. That's how I do it. I hate to get on the sidetrack, but you got to witness a quick rundown. No, I mean, you're right, Fiddy. Everyone's like, wait till you find your own, the person that mixes and has the same palate as you. I don't believe that. I don't think anyone has even a 90% relative or similar palates. If you get 100 flavors and 2 people, I guarantee 90 of those 100 flavors, you're both going to taste stuff different. And it's a beautiful and an ugly thing in this game because there's no guarantees and it's always gambling. And I've always been without actually gambling. I liked being a server because it's a gamble. You're risking it. You have to work or you won't make money. I always liked that aspect. Anyways, let's get on to the number 1 non-berry of the night. You're like, why did you say that? We're talking about TFA-TPA, spurberry. Oh, spurberry, but it says berry in the name. What is spurberry? Oh, it's a fictional town of Spurberry, Vermont. That's weird. Let's search flavor. Oh, the only thing that comes up is TPA's website. Is this a real flavor? Is it a real fruit? I don't think so. Superberry fruit, spurberry, the only thing I find is TPA. So I think, and Super Troopers, I'm not kidding you, Wikipedia for Super Troopers is a 2001 American comedy film directed by I'm not trying to say that name, and written by and starring the Broken Lizard comedy. That's funny, we were talking about snozberries. That's probably what came up. So Spurberry is made by TPA, and it is supposed to be a strawberry, pear, and honeydew flavor. And it's pretty spot on. It's mostly honeydew and pear with a little bit of strawberry. It's boring as fuck, and he's one of well, I mean, I can always skip through it. I don't really, like, for the boxing, you know which fight I care about. Actually, just let me know when that starts. But the Canelo won't start until 12, probably. Yeah, Z, honestly, sorry to get off. We'll get back on the Spurberry. Whoever does the timestamps, I'm sorry. But yeah, you gotta convince yourself not to get flavors. That sounds weird, especially for me. I advertise for companies that I love. Bull City Noms, go check them out. Noms has a sale going on right now, and Bull City always has a sale. You can use Team DTV, Denoted man, Team DTV, anytime, get 6% off. Check their 50% off. I don't care. They don't give me no kickback. Please support people that have supported us, the community, me personally, Denoted, Noted OG, Noted DX. Support those people so they don't disappear like Wizard Labs, so they don't go only corp like River. Support them. But when you do support them, make sure you filter out as much as you can. Try to convince yourself not to get it. You know what I mean? Hold on, I gotta check on some. Pause. You have a kid and you stop hearing sounds, that's when it's an issue. You know what I mean? You're like, what is going on? Knocked out. So, spurberry, strawberry, honeydew, pear. Definitely a honeydew pear. little bit of strawberry in there, but it's definitely it's like 50% honeydew, 40% pear, 10% strawberry. And it's delicious. It's good. It's more on the honeydew side. If you do not like honeydew, sorry, you're not going to like this. It has about as much honeydew as you get in wild melon, shockingly. It's very good though. I love, oh, careful. I love the mix. There we go. I love the blend of it. The honeydew and pear is authentic. We're talking about Spurberry by TFA, which appears to be their own personal creation. There is no actual fruit, and it's supposed to be a combination of strawberry, pear, and honeydew. Honeydew is definitely the most noticeable. It's very green. And then it has the pear, normal pear. Very natural for both of them. It's delicious. It's definitely an odd kind of wild melon blend of 3 random flavors. Favora has done stuff like that. It's pretty good. Now, because of its very specific, very niche, very, it's 3 flavors that don't really, I don't want to say go together, but they're not commonly mixed together, which means you should. So it's kind of, in that realm, like with wild melon, at least you can, do melons. Whereas this, you have strawberry, pear, and honeydew. So you have a little bit of options. I've done 2 things with it where I'll exploit one of those flavors, or I'll use it to bridge a pear to a strawberry, a pear to a honeydew. Another thing I'll do is where I will exploit every single flavor and just kind of make it more deep. It does have a good amount of body. This one you can use, I haven't used it higher than 4%, but I'm assuming you could use it in like the 3 to 6. I tend to use it in the 1 to 3. It is a little bit, in my opinion, my palate, a little bit more potent than the average TFA, but it's not at TFA pineapple level where it's 1% or sub. But I think in the 1 to 3 is a good point. The honeydew in it is delicious. Quite possibly one of the most authentic honeydews you can get. But really enjoyable. This one, out of all the ones tonight, because everything else is, does it say fire? What, does that say fire? The moji is in the way. What the heck is moji? Let me look. Let me see what y'all seeing. I don't see anything in the way. Nonetheless, Spurberry I think is the flavor tonight that you should get, just because it's very unique in its own way. It is very niche, so it is like one-dimensional on what you can mix it with, obviously. But nonetheless, I like it. Very unique without being weird. Does that make sense? It's not odd. All right, so let me rank my top 3 before I go over Crystal Blue. So I would say 3 is TFA Spurberry, tied with TFA Acai. I think you can't mention one without the other. I think TFA Acai is more versatile than Spurberry, but I think both of them deserve a top 3. You could also put Favora Acai here, or Razzleberry. Number 2, I would put Yangmei, just because I've made so many good mixes with it. And number 1, I would definitely put Wild Berry Cobbler, because I don't know, it's just a virtually perfect flavor in my opinion. Now, Linda said she doesn't get enough bakery notes out of it. For my palate, I get a well-rounded, it's light bakery notes, but I definitely get bakery notes in there. And I would say that's my number one flavor, just because it's really hard to mess up that flavor. You know, it's butterscotch ripple level, in my opinion, where it's virtually almost a perfect flavor. Yeah, so that would be my top three. If I had to pick, I would go TPA acai. Number two, Wonder Flavors Yangmei Berry, and number one, uh, Flavor West Wild Berry Cobbler. Now, Decadent Vapors Crystal Blue is here. Let's move it down. No, not there. Which one is it? This image. Nope. 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 Let's move it down. Just see if there's any. So Cap Harvest Berries, just don't get it. It sucks. It's in the same realm as Berry mixed TPA, where you get it early on and it's not worth it. All the Forest Fruits, you can go check out DIY or Die's channel, Noted DX, and watch the Forest Fruit episode. I didn't retest them, and I've been trying to get Real Flavors Yum Berry for years, but just too expensive, you know, for the dive. Not expensive to buy, but you know, I just don't want to order from Canada. No offense. Yeah. And what is that? Bickford? That can't be Bickford. Is it? Yeah, that's Bickford. And let's talk about Bickford. It sucks. I don't have the flavor. It sucks. Just take my word for it. Now, Decadent Vapors Crystal Blue. Why is it on here? I guess it is technically a blueberry. I guess, you know, it says it's bluer than Hangson blueberry. It's a very light blue. It's in that blue famous e-liquid Heisenberg or whatever. It's definitely in there. It is literally blue color, and it tastes like I would say like a blue soda that's uncarbonated. Like it's not a juice, but it's definitely kind of like a blue soda. Turns your mixes blue, like, so it definitely has like blue dye in it. I don't think you have to get this flavor unless you're trying to make a Heisenberg clone, which you are. Move on. Like, what are you doing with your life? That recipe sucks and that company sucks. And like, make your own, make a better one. You don't have to do it. Decadent Vapors is a good company. Crystal Blue, just I don't think you need to get it. It's very very niche. I mean, if you like blue flavors, get it. If you want to turn your recipe blue, I like turning, you know, adding like TPA grape juice has a little green, purple hue. You can use it for that. But you know, there's really no purpose for it. If you want a blue flavor that is good, then get Hangson Blue, Hangson Blueberry. That is pretty much the better version of this. Now, if you wanted to get blue coloring, I don't know what's wrong with you, but it definitely has like a blue color to it. Yeah, so I don't recommend that. And then the rest of them, you know, I don't have. So there's that, you know. Yeah, that's that. I think what I want to talk about now is we're gonna take put me over here, I guess. Ooh, I'm so small. And we're gonna go to flavor. So first, let me post the link. I don't care if you leave and go watch it. I don't care. I'm not one of those people like, hey, check out this video, but do it after. No, watch my videos whenever. I don't care. So I'm gonna share in chat the link that I did, or the recipe I did on Just Mix It. I'm gonna call that show Just Mix It. It's not gonna be all the time, but sometimes it's gonna be there. Is this it? There we go. Now it's up. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I mixed this earlier, based off the stream 8 hours ago. So technically 7 hours ago, because, you know, it's an hour, and I added nicotine like 30 minutes after this, something like that, you know. But yeah, this is what I made. I was going for a pina colada-esque thing. let me move. Zoom it in a little bit. Does that get it perfect? No, because then you can't see the percentages. How's that look? You still can't see the percentages. Ooh, what if I do this? Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye, face. And then I click this. Now I click that. Then I do, yeah, there we go. Bada bing. And I take this. Okay, why don't you ever work with me, bro? Right there is good. Then I'm over here. Ooh, we should make me long. Can we make me long? Is this me? Ooh. Hey guys, I am giant. Let me move this. Bye bye image. Where are you? Schedule now. Which image is this? And logo. Where's logo? Bye bye. Bye bye. There we go. All right. Now I'm awkwardly over here. Let me also share the link privately. I don't know if it's good yet. Even though I'm about to say it is. No, not that one. This one. And share URL privately, because I don't release it if it's terrible after a week. All right. And there is the actual. All right, so here we go. Video was on the stream earlier, and a couple people. But I wanted a pina colada kind of pineapple coconut thingy. After 7 hours. What am I getting? Drum roll. I'm getting a pina colada. I'm looking at you, Buster. Making awkward contact. Awkward eye contact. Shocker. It tastes like a pina colada. What? A pina colada? I wanted a pina colada and it tastes like a pina colada? Alright. So the papaya is definitely getting blown out here. The mango is sitting on top like I want, but I should have gone 2%. However, in 7 hours, this is going to change in the next 3 weeks, and I got 125 milliliters. So I'm going to be able to see if the mango fades, if the peanut fades, if anything fade. By the way, if you say peanut really fast, it sounds weird. Nonetheless, what I get is a delicious blend here. The papaya, wait. Like that old Dash Vapes. I miss those videos. I'm going to go rewatch them again. I'm getting a little bit of papaya now that I noticed, and it's up there with the mango. I didn't think the papaya being, what? You missed? No, you didn't. You didn't miss anything, Buster. You didn't miss anything. Not breaking eye contact. All right. Yeah. So the papaya for being in single flavor test. Now keep in mind, this is 2 flavors. Pineapple coconut and papaya SSA I've never mixed with. I've done single flavor tests, but never mixed with it. The the papaya, I thought it was going to be bass, bottom notes. I thought that might have been the problem. But right now, it's dancing with that mango at the top. And then it switches. And I get a little bit of that Thai, which is what I want. And then that pineapple lassi pina colada pineapple coconut comes in. Straw nana. I'm getting a little bit of the smoothie essence of the straw nana, a little bit of the creamy essence of the straw nana. Anytime I start to stream, I scare them. Look at his face. The straw nana is more creaminess. I am getting a little bit of red in there, but straw nana seems to be doing what I want, which is just to kind of add a creaminess to it with I wanted banana. So if you watch um the original screen that I posted in the link or in chat, uh, I originally wanted Nom's banana. But that bottle is just sealed on, and I'm sorry, my hands hurt too much. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to take like a vice grip to it or something, or just break the bottle. And I was live on stream, and so I was like, what banana do I want to use? And in my head, I don't want to use banana cream TPA. I don't want to use banana custard because I've been using it way too much. I don't want to use puree because too much spices, and I didn't want any spices. So I went with straw nana because it is strawberry forward with a little bit of banana and a lot of cream. The difference from the smoothie, now straw nana is definitely in straw nana smoothie. The people that I talked to from River Supply years ago said essentially, I can't remember quote, but they said they're the same thing, or essentially they're the same thing. Under my palate and my single flavor test, they are, except straw nana smoothie has more of a smoothie aspect, whereas straw nana has more of a creamy milk shake almost aspect. It kind of, to me, tastes like a strawberry banana split that you blended up, but just strawberry banana with some milk. But yeah, if you can't get straw nana smoothie or vice versa, just get one of them. Both are really good. I have like 120 that I've been holding on to, and I can only get 60 of straw nana, unfortunately. Now, what I like about this is the pineapple coconut, pineapple lassi. I've so I believe Nick River is the distro for Perillium. And I'm Fitty, help me. Fitty, help. I believe they're the distro for Perillium. Do they make the flavors? Wasn't that the one that's in Germany? They just distro them, but someone else creates? I don't know. Fitty will be in chat to explain soon, because I know he knows. But yeah, there's some kind of association. I don't know the exact term. I really don't care. I honestly kind of like Nick Rivers flavors better than I like Perillium. At least in my opinion. There's, like strawberry biscuit, Perillium. Didn't I send that to Fitty? That is a amazing flavor. A little light, you gotta use it higher. I know this is not denoted for that episode, but it's a really good flavor. Strawberry biscuit by Nick River, not River Supply. Or was it River Supply? No, it's by River Supply, not Perillium or anything like that. It was amazing. But yeah, is the East Coast Company owned? I don't even remember what I said. What did I say? Perillium. Strawberry biscuit. Strawberry biscuit by River Supply was. I mean, if you wanted to make those strawberry biscuits from like Popeyes or whatever, that was like start. It was more on the strawberry jam side than the biscuit side, but it was such a good start for that. I can't say anything, okay? Perillium. I can't. Am I saying it right? I don't know. First off, if you want me to accurately say a flavor, company, or anything, that's on you, okay? Don't take my English to heart. But the pina colada, pineapple coconut, and pineapple lassi, that combo right there, that's a good base. I think I want to push it. I don't, R.I.P. Melonberry. This is one of their good flavors out of the 5,000 they have. They have like 10. But I like this. Now, do I think the pineapple lassi is doing as much as the pineapple coconut and the pina colada Brazilian special? No. But I like this. This is kind of what I was going for. Also, we were talking earlier on the stream, reading Session Drummer's reviews. Shout out to you, Session. Hope you're watching every now and then. He did a review. He did not like the pineapple coconut. because he got all coconut, no pineapple. And I was vice versa. I got all pineapple, little to no coconut. My problem that we both have, and when you do get pineapple coconut from FA, and I highly recommend you get pineapple coconut from FA, it's that and the fruit punch is okay, but this is obviously the #1 flavor from their last release. When you do get it, it's going to be dry. For me and Session, we both got that dry note. He got it from the coconut. I got it from the pineapple. However, in this mix, nope, no dryness. Even Thai pineapple is a little, it's not dry, but it has a little dryness to it. And I don't know what's making it juicy, you know. The only ones that I know are dry for sure is the pineapple coconut and the Thai pina colada Brazilian special. I don't think it's that dry. I didn't think they made. I didn't think Nick N River made Brilliant, but I thought they distroed them. But I don't know. I can't keep track of them. Jungle Flavors. Yeah, there we go. I forgot. That's just weird. I don't know. JF always. We won't get into that, but always kind of felt sketch or low level. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm enjoying this. So, yeah. There's that. Alright, transform. Stretch the string. Okay. Oh. No. Come on. Where am I? There we go. Alright. So real quick, I'm gonna go check where UFC is right now, because it is 11. Ooh, Norma won. How did that fight go? I mean, I could show y'all. This capture, is this it? I was curious this fight, so let's see. 159 out of 309 strikes? Jeez. Well, you sucked at that. No knockdowns, too. She's got a chin, Irene. She's got a chin. I hate that it does this now. You always got to refresh it when it does this. Only does it on the Manuel Torres KO. Nice. Alright. I don't really. None of these. I was just going to watch the highlight. Okay, so we're at the 4th fight. I mean, honestly, like the rest, I'm just going to watch replays. But the top 3, especially this fight, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Very curious for that. This one I like because I love both these girls. These girls are amazing fighters. These two, like, bro, I don't care. Like, everyone likes Sean, but it's like, bro, I've already seen this whole spick to get the fame. And, you know, when fighters pull the Conor McGregor, I just don't care. I don't care. I'd rather you be a Dan Henderson, a Chuck Liddell, just be like, take you out. And then that's it. You don't need to sit there and, I don't know. He is fun to watch, though. Merab, I mean, so what I think is going to happen is Diego is going to, I think he's going to beat the crap out of Brian. I think it will probably go 1-2 rounds. I think probably submission. I don't see Brian get knocked out. Wouldn't be surprised, though. I think for the co-main, historically, Alexa should win. But historically, Valentina is ridiculous at fixing her errors. For some reason, she didn't fix it last time. And then Sean, I mean, if Sean doesn't, the only way Merab can win this fight is he has to take Sean down. The problem is Sean is good at standing up, and he's good at ground defense. Very similar to like Chuck Liddell. He was great at defense. But if you actually get him down, if someone gets him down and gets him in full guard, I don't know how that's going to go, especially with someone like Merab that's just kind of a beast. But yeah, those 3 fights, kind of excited to see. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, we've been going. Oh, almost 2 hours. I don't know. Anyone got any questions before I head out? Do. Yeah, the Braves won. That's good. Close that window. Wait, whoa, hold on. They're discontinuing all flavors except for the ultimates. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's that's like McDonald's getting rid of their fries but keeping the fish fillet. Like what? The ultimates, I hate to break it to you, if you're not coming to the first, like, I don't know, six, they suck. Okay? I don't care, oh, this one's not that. No, they suck. They're not worth the investment. They're not worth the money. They're not worth the shipping. They're not worth the $4.99, 30 milliliters. They're not good. I mean, they're not terrible, but are they worth it? No. Everything at BCF or Noms is better. Raspberry, their top flavors, like, the only flavor I think that one of the flavors is like honey peach. You can't find a flavor like that. Raspberry, strawberry sweet, yeah, you can. Um, their RY4 double is pretty good. They suck. I'm sorry. Their OG flavors, their regular flavors are good, but their ultimates, you're calling your flavors ultimate, and none of them, except for like ultimate strawberry, is the number one, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, if they got rid of some, okay, but bro, if they got rid of honey peach, I'd be pissed. That's one of my favorite peaches. Might be my number one. All right. Let's get it out of the way on why I don't like jungle flavors. Now, y'all are from the consumer's standpoint. I'm from, I need to source as many flavors as I can with little to no income for a show that I make $0 from, except from a Patreon where every couple months I get $50. And that money, my coworkers, my co-panels would use it to buy flavors. I had all the flavors, so I would just use it to pay bills that I neglected to get for the fucking show. And jungle flavors would be the most fucking annoying to purchase from because none of them shits. And we would try to contact them, and those rat bastards wouldn't reply. They would leave us on red. I'll keep going. I'm gonna fucking shit on them. I don't care. Fuck them. And they wouldn't reply. They wouldn't do that. And then they finally did release the 10 meals, but you have to get like 8 flavors of Ultimates to get them in 10 meals. So fuck them. Just give us the option to get every single flavor 10 mil. It's not that hard. Get the small bottles. Look at that. Bam. Small bottles. Done. Amazon it. I don't care. Fucking do what DIY vapor supply is and just make it sketchy. I don't care. But having to get 5 flavors and spend like $40, if I went to Bull City, if I went to Noms and I spent $40, I can get minimum 10 flavors. If I'm not getting Favora, Meadow Sunflower, or any of those top expensive flavors, and I'm just getting TPA Cap, Wonder Flavors, dude, I can get possibly 15 flavors. But you go to Jungle Flavors, I can only get 4 to 5 to 6 maybe flavors for the show. It was just a annoying, expensive habit that I didn't benefit from anything. Why would they change for us? It's not them. It's common sense. You make a small, you make a medium, you make a large. Where is there not this option? Unless you're going to some gourmet McDonald's where it's just like we only have medium. You always have that option of small, medium, large. And I don't think that option is only for us. I think for anyone that DIYs, and I don't mean us DIY, I mean DIYs period, they're going to want to try it before they buy a big portion. That's for anything really, you don't go to Amazon and get 100 pack of something if you don't know you like it. Once again, I'm not saying for us, I'm saying for a consumer in general, it makes sense to have smaller portions. Why not? If you're making candles, why would you want a 30 milliliter? DIY is okay. DIY VS. They actually shipped. I got them. They take about a week. But these are the bottles that I received. Little Amazon bottles. That is Pumpkin Forest, Fairy's Finest. A little bit sketchy. Now the smell, I haven't single flavor tested, but the smell is like the OG. By the way, I think Fairy's Finest pumpkin is the #1 pumpkin guts. Uh, but yeah, back to jungle flavors. Like, I don't think they needed to change anything for us and our community. I think they needed to change for all of their consumers, all their customers. If you look at Bull City, if you look at Noms, they don't cater just to us. Maybe Noms a little bit more. They're definitely on the, hey, we do this for this reason. But if you look at BCF, they have, the beer stuff. They have all the stuff there. And they offer several options, 10, 30, 60, 120 liters. Bakers only use a couple drops as well. And I think bakers are probably the #1 consumer of the flavors that we use. I think more, I think candies, yes. But I don't think candy makers are ordering the same way that we order. They definitely have a distro account or whatever. That's just how I do. At the end of the day, what I didn't like was being ignored. Um, Regardless of how big or how small you are as a company, you need to reply to all your customers. Um, and I've probably spent, I'm guessing, around $500 with them, uh, which probably isn't a lot to some people, but a lot to me. I mean, I've seen baker videos where they just use like 3 drops, especially with like coffee stuff. They'll only use a couple drops, but to each your own. I still think having the option is logical. And I mean, it is what it is. See, unlike my co-panel and all that, like, I knew I was doing this I'm not going to speak for my co-panel, but I'm just going to speak for me. I knew this was a waste of money. You know what I mean? But I definitely wasn't, I didn't care to offend companies. I didn't care to piss off companies. Uh, I always wanted to be brutally honest. Call? You want me to pick up the phone and call them? I didn't even do that. I think Wayne emailed them and Sam emailed them. I don't know. I didn't care enough to like to call because at the end of the day, Bull City and Noms was way better, and so I just kind of focused on that. I just more hated, like, for me and my part of like what I felt I had to do for Noted was like I had to get every single flavor, you know? And yeah, it would piss me off. That's like financially I couldn't. Like I could, but it would be stupid. And yeah, it just pissed me off. Um yeah, I mean, we talked to several people trying to get in touch with them. I never thought to call them. Plus, that probably lead to nothing. But I did like the people that did help us and all that. That was always cool to see. It was always great working with them. The ones that, socialized with us. Pool City is definitely like my favorite just because I really didn't like that someone messaged them. And then they were talking crap and all this, and I just didn't like that. I never felt I never I never felt like they have to give us anything. But I always felt like I didn't think they had to. I thought it was really cool when they did. And I think like we we worked for the what we got back. You know what I mean? So like everything we did I felt like we earned, if that makes sense. So we deserve it. But we only deserve it if we earn it. You feel me? I don't think they mix that well. I mean, the ones that I got, I think some of them mix well, ultimate strawberry. But I mean, after that, I don't know, man. I mean, they don't mix terrible, but I don't, besides like ultimate RY4 and ultimate strawberry, off the top of my head, it's like, do you really need to get it? Like the average mixer? No. Now, someone obsessive like me, Fitty, Sam, stuff like that, yeah, we got to get it. Uh, but I don't think the ultimates are uh, life changing. And I make fun of their name all the time because it's stupid. It's basically saying best strawberry, the best, Um, also, kind of a lame name. Like I really like TPA names. How they're just like Spurberry, you know. Uh, Here's what it is. I just never was impressed after the first release. Maybe I was too harsh on them because I was expecting that first release to keep coming. Uh, but I just feel like after the first Ultimate releases, they were just releasing stuff. They weren't. They didn't like the first. What was it, 6 or whatever? I felt like they just did such a thorough job, such a, an in-depth job perfecting these flavors. And then afterwards, I kind of just felt like they were like cash grab, cash grab, cash grab. Like they felt forced out. They felt unfinished. They felt incomplete. Um, like I said, that's my opinion. And as I will always say, is people are like, "Well, that's just your opinion." It's my opinion to begin with. That's why I'm saying it. You as a mixer, you as an individual, need to find your own opinion. Don't use mine as it. What? They have like a 5% hit rate. I haven't even tried medicine flower and they're better. Recca is better. If we're talking hit rate off of one. No, I didn't expect 100% hit rate, but if you listen to what I just said, Fiddy, is the first 6 were perfected. And then after that, it felt like it was just forced out as a cash grab, untested, unbeta. Just felt incomplete. Felt like they didn't finish the product before shipping it out. That's that's what I mean. Now, do I expect them to have a 100% hit rate? No, but after Noms just released 85%, it's possible. Nature flavors, I only got like 13 flavors from them and they're all good. SSA is at like an 85% hit rate and they have way more flavors than Ultimate. I could keep going. At the end of the day, I think they're batting like maybe 20-30%. I didn't expect them to continuously make bangers, you know, and I didn't expect them. I didn't expect them to exploit the name as much as they did, and I didn't expect them to keep making flavors. But I just felt like after that first six, it was just like constant disappointments. I'm sorry. Um, None of it was terrible. You know, there was some bad ones, but none of them matched the virtual perfect uh six or whatever it was. And that's why I was kind of disappointed. It just felt like, damn it, I gotta order more of this crap, and it's not even. It's kind of like FA's last couple of releases. Like, obviously, it's not made for us, but it's just like, geez. I have well over 100 SSAs, almost their entire line, and I would probably say 82%. I would say 82%. 78%. 78% final answer, Regis. 78%. For my palate, like I said, I don't want people to get construed that when I say my opinion, it's the end all. I think everyone's wrong. I hate that shit. I'm just giving you my opinion. Don't get offended by it. Okay, don't get butthurt. I understand my opinion's different. It's not politics here. I understand. Yeah, blue raspberry. I didn't wait. Yeah, Tutti Fruities, Fitty. The ultimate Tutti Fruities, like, what the fuck? Sorry if I keep cursing, but the Tutti Fruities I felt were like garbage. I think they saw what Wonder Flavors was doing with their gummy line and how, dude, their gummy line, like, if you did the beta test, I hope I don't say stuff on that, but if you've done the beta test, even the gummy flavors that didn't make it were bangers, bro. There was maybe like 2 out of the like 15 gummies I didn't like. We're not fighting. This is how Fiddy and I talk. Little shit. Which are pointless. The Tutti Fruities. I don't know. The Tutti Fruities were just like, eh. Where they felt like a broke gummies from Wonder Flavors is what I got. And I didn't get much candy texture from it. You know, you never got a gummy. You never got any kind of jello or anything like that. It was just kind of always syrupy candy. Yeah, I didn't like it. Now I will say this. Ultimate strawberry. Let's do this. If we're gonna talk shit about a company, let's give them a fighting chance. Right? Let's give them a fighting chance. That's not the one. It's supposed to be. So, jungle flavors. Hate my keyboard. Why is Ultimate's not here? Come on. Making me click twice. Come on. Flavor concept. Brand. Ultimate. Alright. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna go one by one. Alright. They have 64 now? That's not right. Filters. New to old. Let's start at the end. Alright. How's it looking on here? Go, let's do that. Let's do that. A little bit of that. CJ? CJ? No cowboys in chat. Alright, let me just block my face. We'll go full. Transform, fit the screen. Alright, good. Alright. Let me zoom in just so y'all can see it better. Alright, let's talk about. So it stopped. I feel, yeah, this is it. Was it the original 5, I think? Or maybe I can't remember when Ultimate Sweeter came. Is that a little bit better? Alright. Ultimate Strawberry. Top 3 strawberries. Legendary. Future legendary. Ultimate Cake Batter. pretty damn good. Ultimate vanilla custard. I was kind of disappointed in this one, but not terrible. I just thought it's not the best. And when you have like TPA and CAP and FA, it's just hard to beat. Ultimate watermelon, probably my favorite watermelon. Actually, yeah, my number one watermelon. Ultimate brown sugar, not that bad. Pretty good. I still like Favora caramel, number one. All right, great. Virtually, depending upon who you are, you could go 5 for 5 here. You could go like overall, you could give this overall rating like a 9 out of 10 for all 5. Me personally, accounted that ultimate vanilla custard I wasn't a fan of, but the rest I was, or it might be vice versa. I can't remember. But the ultimate strawberry being in the top 3 might be my number 1. Actually, I'd probably go. It's either as my number 1. It's either ultimate or strawberry mountain. Probably ultimate is my number 1, and then ultimate watermelon is without a doubt my number 1. Strawberry. I've always said you combine this with VSO raw watermelon, you have a complete watermelon, and I stand by that. But if you don't have VSO, this is awesome. Now brown sugar, number 2, maybe number 3. Not many brown sugars, definitely a good flavor. Now let's get into the garbage. This next lineup, I guess they go by 5s. We'll just go by 5s. Ultimate grape. What the hell was that? That was not good. It's not even that grapey or purple. Ultimate French vanilla was decent, but we're not even, I don't know. Like, I hate to compare it to flavors immediately, but like if you can't get in the realm of French vanilla deluxe, and I know some people don't like the flavor because they get off notes, this one just it was okay. Ultimate lemon, to me, this one was FE lemon, but a little bit more condensed. Ultimate mango, not that good. Ultimate Tutti Frutti, we're just gonna skip Tutti Fruttis. They're all just garbage. Ultimate blueberry, I thought was okay, but I prefer FE blueberry and JF blueberry. Ultimate passion, it's pretty good, but there's a lot better. It would probably be in the top 10. Ultimate birthday cake, eh. Strawberry Tutti, fuck you. Ultimate peach, can't remember that off the top of my head. Ultimate biscuit was decent, but I still prefer the OG. Ultimate RY4. Now it's been a while. It's been a while, but we have something good. Coconut milk, okay. I still prefer. Oh well, that's not coconut milk. Once again, no. Ultimate sweet strawberry. This one pissed me off. I think this was the last one I had. Ultimate sweet strawberry. It's okay, but it's not better than the sweet strawberry. And it just pissed me off because I was expecting it more condensed, kind of similar to which one did we just talk about? The lemon. But it wasn't. It just wasn't that good. Ultimate blue raspberry. Okay at best. I'm sorry. I not a big fan. Ultimate Fuji, can't remember much at all, which is not a good sign. But maybe I didn't get that one. Ultimate, yeah, no. Ultimate white chocolate, no, I did not get that. Ultimate pineapple, I want to get that. So if we're looking at the hit rate, and I have to be honest, we got, let's count them. I like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5, 6. I'll count it. 7. I'll count it. 8. All right, so 8 out of how many do we have? All right, so there's 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do the math in my head. What what percentage would that be? Like, gotta be, I guess, 20, 30%? I don't know. Now, if we go to FE, our jungle flavors, like, okay, sweet strawberry, amazing. Honey peach, amazing. Yellow cake, amazing. Pink burst, amazing. All their lemons, amazing. Cheesecake graham crust, pretty good. Don't have it. Bavarian cream, good, but there's a lot of, better ones. Cookie, good. Their Fuji apple, very slept on, but good. Their churro, you can't get much churros, but it's like as good as you can get. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Forest fruit, I like it. Don't have it. Cactus, I can't remember if I like it, so it's probably okay. There was a noted, and I had like 16 cactus or cacti. Let's see. New York cheesecake, I like that. It's not amazing, but it's good. The regular biscuit and the regular RY4 I like as well. Do I have that one? And wow, they don't have many more flavors. I swear they used to have more. All right, then let's check FE. FE, I don't have many. 555, good. Aloe, decent. Avocado, I can't remember. I think it's okay. They're tobaccos. That's where FE, in my opinion, excels. I think their tobaccos are just so underrated. Their coffees, some of their coffees are good, like their cappuccino. They have a lot, like D Hill. Sam, can you send it to me? Jeez. Cohiba, like they have a lot of those, which are really good, and they have a lot of golden stuff. Let's talk about that actually. I think their goldens hit better than their ultimates. Golden grapes good, golden leaves good, golden mangoes good, golden passions good, golden starfruit, I can't remember, golden Virginia is good, and I don't have golden watermelon. Doesn't have a good review, but those are really good. I mean, now the ones I have, I like, They have teas. Their guava's not good. Their lemon is good. Lemonade, I don't think I have that one. They don't have many flavors now. I swear they had a lot. This is not good. This is one of the worst flavors ever, the honeydew. What is that? Oat milk is so slept on. So slept on. There's the RY4. It's amazing. Their OG peach is okay, but honey peach is way better. RY8 I've heard good things about, but I haven't tried it, I don't think. Sweet grape. And that's a whitish grape. Oh, they have a bunch of sweet stuff. Well, duh. They have tamarind. And then they have weird stuff like taro, I don't know. To each your own. That's kind of what makes no, I think 10 milliliters for 199, 299 is a fair price for the company. Well, I don't know the company's like what money they need to make, but I think that's a fair price. I think in a wear realm I would be okay with that, but 5.99 or 4.99 only option 30 mil. I don't like that. I just want to try a flavor. And I think also the fact that they used to do it and then they stopped kind of sucks. But I mean, we have different palates and we disagree a lot. What do you expect? Which one, the Ultimates or FE? I love FE. I think they have a really good hit rate. I think their tobaccos are second to Favora. I think they're better than Inaweras, even though Inaweras is more authentic. FE tobaccos are really easy to mix with. I think they're the perfect beginner tobacco, and then I think Favora and Inawera are the perfect true tobacco. Oat milk is so good. I don't get yoo-hoo out of it. I get kind of oaky, woody milk with like some kind of sweetness, like brown sugar or something. FE tobaccos are just just clutch. I don't think mints hit that good, but I mean, to each their own. Yeah, Golden Virginia is just so like all right. FE tobaccos. So Favora and Inaware, you mix with them, right? And they can be very hard to mix with, especially Favora, you know, uh, and well, even Inaware, honestly. And they, you have to know what you're working with uh, before you mix them with other flavors. Whereas honestly, you could probably grab 3 to 4 FE tobaccos randomly, mix them together, and it will probably be good. All their tobaccos are at least, you know, in the 90% range, or 90% range of the ones I have, which is, you know, I probably have like 20 of theirs, maybe 30, uh, are great. No, I just was annoyed by the name. And if the expectations were there, then I wouldn't have like the ultimate RY4 double, which I think is either like my second or third. I still prefer TPA, maybe for nostalgia. Uh, but Ultimate RY4 double was good, but I just, the Tutti Fruities weren't good. And then everything else I thought was at best just good. You know, none of them were amazing, you know. Um, that doesn't mean like I'm the only person. I'm pretty sure someone agrees with you and someone agrees with me. Um, but no, the names just annoyed me. But no, a name uh, never deciphered my opinion. It would sway me if some had a name because I would always go into it blind, and if it was a unique flavor that was like spurberry or something like that, where I was like, well, what is that? I want to know what it actually is. Then I would Google it and go off of that a little bit, but most of the time I would just be blind and then Google it. Yeah, Tutti Fruities just felt, I don't know, it felt like it would be better to use their ultimate fruits and then mix it with candies to, you know what I mean, then versus using Tooties. Yeah, I mean, Favora to, I think if you're elitist Favora tobaccos, you just can't beat that. Like, you just can't, you know, if you want authentic elite, you know, like you're a purist, then it's that. But I think what makes FEs the best beginners and maybe the best overall is they're just so friendly to each other's and other flavors. They're sweeter, which doesn't offend people. I mean, any flavor from that lineup can be used. There was none that were terrible, like unusable, you know, like that I can remember that have tons of off notes. But like Fiddy said, it just kind of felt pointless, useless. And I like I said, I think it would have been better to like take ultimate strawberry and mix it with a candy, you know, like Wonder Flavor strawberry gummy. That's a good combo with ultimate. It works well. Stuff like that. But the first five, you couldn't beat that first five. That first five was killer. I still think SSA hits pretty hard. The Noms line did too. Um, Favora Wonder Flavors recently has been killing it. Everyone's saying medicine flower is amazing for the most part. I've heard a couple flavors are bad, but it is what it is. Who else has been killing it? Capella. For a lot of dessert people have been killing it. For me, they've done some killer stuff with strawberry. Um, TPA is non-existent. You're not mute. Really? Noms. I mean, Noms. Let's go to Noms because I believe there's a sale going on, so I might as well promote them. Nope, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. Nope. There we go. Move me over there. Really? I need to check out Silver Cloud. I've tried some and I have like 3 or 4 from Silver Cloud, but they're in my bin of do not use. Uh, I didn't um I didn't find them to be amazing. But then again, you know, getting 3, that's not, you know. Yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, true. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. Yo, we need to talk later though if you want to know some inside scoop about me. Yeah, so Noms right now is Noms WS for 20% off. I believe it's on all, but if you click it, it takes you to the supercharge. So green apple and toffee were good. Donut was okay, no donut vibe. Apricot, love it. Can't remember. Banana is great. I don't like candy. I don't like flambe. All their biscuits were good. That I can remember. I think one of the 4 I didn't like. Don't remember. Blueberry cheesecake. I think that's gonna be what I do on my next Just Mix It. I've been meaning to mix with it and just haven't got around to it. That's a good flavor. Meh. Cake was good. Candy floss, can't remember. Cheesecake was decent, can't remember. The chocolates were okay. I like chocolate hazelnut if I remember. Coconut macaroons was good. Coffees were okay. Creams, okay. Cranberry, I can't remember. Cream and glaze wasn't as good as Decadent Vapors. Cucumber was good. I like that one. The custards were kind of disappointing. Dragon fruit was good. I'm trying to let's go by most popular. Yeah, banana. Fortress, okay. Jam I liked. Butter toffee was good. Raspberry custard was good. Can we show more than like? Yeah, show more. Jeez. That's it. I want a ton of flavors, man. Just show me the whole thing. Show me the whole thing. I don't want to go 9 pages. All right, I'm done with this. I'm not going 9 pages. Let's go check UFC. Spurn, I don't know. All right, I guess it's time for me to go because it's about to start. Plus, it's getting late. Let me see what chat said. Transform. I can never find the right stuff. All right, Nom's line is a lot of chef stuff. Yeah, I mean it is. I don't know if I could say it, but yeah, it's basically that. Um, but I compared. I had about 10 flavors maybe of chefs, and I had the strawberry jam, which if you remember, strawberry jam was one of the final 3 flavors. They originally released their like 80 or 90 whatever flavors, and then they released like 3 and another 3 if I remember correctly, and one of the final 3 was strawberry jam. And then I tried the strawberry jams by Nom Supercharged, which is essentially supposed to be the same thing. On paper, it's supposed to be the same thing. Rumor around the ways, it's supposed to be the same. It didn't taste the same. The one that did taste the same was the apricot peach, I think it was. They tasted the same, but it felt like Nom's either added sweetener or boosted the the flavor. I felt off of most of them, even the peach apricot, is you got more flavor out of Noms, but yeah, they're essentially the same thing. So The new releases were not fun from FA and SSA. They weren't. There was 2 flavors out of each line that I liked. It was kind of disappointing. What are your thoughts on beginning? Oh crap! Sorry for missing. I'm reading. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Sugar cookie and French vanilla, insane. Noms had a great hit rate. Yes, they did. Noms line has a lot of chef stuff. What are your thoughts on beginning mixing TFA R for a double with a slight taste of TFA grape? What the? Do it. Because for some reason you had. Wait, what are your thoughts on beginning mixing TFA double with a slight taste of? I am not sober enough to understand what you mean, Funky Monk. But if I'm correct, I believe you want to add grape soda, a hint of it, to RY4 double. Now, in my heart says no. Wait, no, my brain says no. But my heart says do it. Because why not? Mix a small batch, see how it does. I don't do it enough, and I need to do it more. Is my favorite thing is to take 2 flavors that are not. Now, thinking they shouldn't go together, that's one thing. But I'm saying they should not go together. And just taking those 2 flavors and just warping it. That's how I came up with the Pina Colada RY4. Was just island tobacco, thought, and just now I want to take stuff and warp it. And I always love like Sweden's purple drink. I love taking that to things and warping blues, the purple, and I don't know. Toffee butter. I love toffee butter. It's clutch. Saw a windmeal cookie in there. Does anyone know if it's good? You got to check out Noted, Z. We did all the flavors. Can't remember all of them, but I do remember the average I would say for me was probably like at a 7 overall, I guess, if you took mine. Out of everyone on Noted, I was the most Russian judge, apparently, if I remember correctly. Noms needs to now that white chocolate. I want to try the white chocolate mint and the pineapple. Actually, I haven't been this excited to try or want to try Ultimates since mango, because I've been so disappointed. But pineapple? I love pineapple too much. I have to eventually get it. Nom needs to revamp the way they ship. They are the worst in the game. Place a big order. They loosely I haven't had leaks with them, but Noms definitely takes a week to 2. It's got to go over, the water, the ocean, the water. It's got to go over an ocean. I think the shipping in UK is worse. It takes forever for it just to get to the boat. Noms is pretty cheap, but the quality control is definitely a thing. Yeah, Noms you are right about, they need to wrap it. They always just wrap it, and it's like, come on. I think 10 to 20 of chefs. I don't know if caramel grapes go together, but why not? Why not do things people haven't done or don't think of much? Yeah, the supercharge is a good name for the line. So you're trying to be funny. But if you, out of the chefs I tried, they essentially took those flavors and supercharged them. The problem with some bottles, yeah, their older bottles were kind of hard to open. Could you smell the pineapple for me? At least I'm curious to see what kind of pineapple. Is it going towards, creamy? Is it going towards acidic natural? Is it going towards tropical? Whatever. These are new flavors. They haven't had. I mean, at least we can agree on some, Fitty, because their last 2 releases are 4 for whatever they had. I wanted to like that pine so bad, and I was like, come on. Like, pine. If someone makes a rosemary or a pine and it's perfected, I need it. I want it. I know that's weird, but I love those flavors in real life. I think grape soda with the cherry for pipe is kind of meant to be. Maybe you could take that syrupiness of a grape, kind of warp it. Acidic nature by smell. Does it smell like a pineapple though? Or does it, No, pine. So pine. All right. So rosemary is definitely. I gotta go soon, guys. Rosemary is definitely something I want to do. For the simple fact that I just want to. It's going to be around in Virginia, but I want to turn Virginia kind of green. And I want to add woody notes to a tobacco of some sort. Maybe not woody notes. I guess at this point they're tree notes. But rosemary and pine are two that I'm really after. Pine, I want to use with Golden Virginia and turn the hay notes that you get in most Virginias, especially for Virginia, turn those hay notes into pine notes. Remember what things smell like, they taste like in most regards, and in this instance, it should be better than actually eating pine. But I just I like it. Bro, shit was a big zip. Yeah, they did that to me one time too. Really? I'll have to try that. That's named incorrectly. Sorry, I gotta load it up. Alright, let's see where the fight is. Alright, so Brian Ortega's up. Oh, it's round 2. I didn't miss too much. Alright, guys. So I forgot to make a poll for next week. I have no clue what next week's gonna be. Forget. I think what I'll do is real quick, we're gonna leave it up to the 10 people in chat. Can I make a poll here? Where do I make it? Do plus, right? Start a poll. Right, we're gonna do 3 options of what flavor we're gonna do next week. Once I find it. Favorite, okay. Let's see, so what was supposed to be next? Right. So I'm not too amped on these. And so I'm curious to see what you 13 people think on what I should do next week on Denoted. So we got that. Now keep in mind I don't have, no worries, Paul. There's always rewatch. Keep in mind I don't have many of these flavors. I'm definitely not doing, since it's my show, I don't have to do black licorice. I don't have many of that. We could do. All right, these are 3 random. What flavor should we denote? All right, folks. there it is. Go ahead and chat for what you want to see next week on Denoted. I think I'm going to start doing this a little bit more uh, for flavor weeks that I've already kind of tested and more prepared for, so I can just kind of do finalization single flavor test for flavors I haven't deep dive or explored, as well as I kind of don't want to do episodes that y'all don't want to watch, like fruity cheesecakes was not too popular. I want to do, not for popularity, but uh, I want to do stuff that you want to know, stuff that you want to learn about, stuff that will help the new mixers, as well as stuff that the veteran mixers like Fitty and NJ can come in and give their opinion on what they think. Doesn't need to be on video. These guys are going off. But it could be just in chat. I'll be honest, I don't mind having guests on. I love having guests on. My computer, however, does not and gets very crappy. I've noticed rewatching the streams that when I do Denoted, it's less choppy, whereas TMA is more choppy, and I feel really bad about that because there's not much I can do without getting a new computer, and I can't afford that, guys. And this is supposed to be more fun and carefree, so try to get that going. But I want to see what you guys want, you know? That's the whole point. You know what? You are right. Let me redo the poll and make it more even. Start a poll. Add an option. Don't worry. Mars and Noog. I don't remember what was second place on there, but probably Pina Colada. Tobacco, it is what I was going to do in the future. All right, go ahead, folks. Vote up again. Marzipan made it to the second round, so that's okay. No, you guys don't need to donate. I'm having health issues. If I don't need to make investments towards anything but my daughter and my health. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get too into it, but because at the end of the day, people really don't care. They're here to learn, and I don't want to bring down the room. You can reach out personally. I'll tell you straight up, I don't care. But yeah, if I'm gonna do anything, it's definitely gonna be for my daughter, and then now me, because I don't really focus on myself enough. I mean, I've focused on DIY more than my own physical health, so don't worry about a new computer. The shows are supposed to be, cheap, and I don't mean financially. They're supposed to be like pure basic. I load up this computer and I spit it from the heart. We just let it spew. It's not supposed to be fine print and 4-star luxury cameras and stuff. That means I'm trying to make, or I'm expecting to make money in the future. I just want to turn this PC on and tell you why I do and how I do what I do, and I don't expect you to agree with me, but I hope it helps you do what you do better. You know what I mean? Uh, you say you care, you know what I mean, but damn, he made it to round 3. What a fight here. Is he gonna survive though? No, he's getting back up, but he might get the rear. I get you say y'all care, but let's face it, at the end of the day, 5 years later, y'all would forget. And nothing's wrong with that. Like, I don't expect you to, but that's just kind of life, Only family remembers you, friends never do. And like, I hate to get too personal, but I don't really roll deep, I kind of solo dolo my life, I used to have a bunch of friends, hang out and stuff. I don't care. Once I had my daughter, once I stopped drinking, wasn't no alcoholic, but I drank a lot, man. I was drinking every day. uh, for a long time, just because that's how my life was. So like, once I stopped doing that, it's just like, eh. Chat disconnected. Please wait. What? Holy crap! It's Apex. Holy crap! I haven't seen him in forever. Standard moderate for sure. Yeah, man, I've focused a lot on my daughter, and I'm not complaining about that, but for the last 10 years, 5 to 10 years, I don't know how long, I've neglected certain stuff. And apparently I should be dead. But that's just not how I roll, buddy. Uh this was a great fight, man. What a war from them. I'm surprised Brian had such a spoiler for UFC. Spoiler for UFC. Um I'm surprised Brian had such a good chin. I mean, they're both throwing. He got rocked at the end though, but what a great fight. All right, guys. I got to go I go gotta go do something. Something's nothing's wrong, but I can't feel my foot. Been sitting in the wrong space. I need to walk around, get my grandpa walk going. I think Diego won that. Let's see. It's been long enough. There's 8 votes. There's 11 people here. Please vote. There was someone that said tobaccos and they didn't even vote for it. I always do. Canelo fights are just Jesus. The up and down rodeo of a Canelo fight is fantastic. Yeah, Diego won that. I would probably say what, 2 rounds, at least 3. Is everyone done voting? There's 13 people. Make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. There's only 8 votes out of 13. All right. We're going to end the stream, and I'll give it about another 30 seconds if you want to vote. Doubt anyone. We'll end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why'd y'all pick that? Why'd y'all pick that? So, we're gonna do marzipan and nougat. I don't have all of them. Well, maybe I do. But I'll try my best. It's not my avenue. But doesn't mean anything. I can give you my opinion. I do know I think I like them. Maybe I don't. Find out. Anyways, before I go, I ain't gonna be selfish now. You think I'm just gonna leave and not give a promotion to my buddies? So obviously next week on Denoted, we're gonna do marzipan and nougat. Should be under sub 10 flavors. So I'm excited to do that. I think I do like him from what I remember. Real quick, let's see. All right, so first, I haven't made after I get off, I'm gonna make the picture for it. But TMA is going to do blackberry coming up. Blackberry is a good episode. We have a lot of flavors here that they're going to work with. I mean, these are good blend of mixes. Should be a really interesting show. And I ain't going to spoil anything, but Tim and Lynn have been pretty happy, maybe. Been doing a little talking, you know? A little talking. But that's going to be this Wednesday. Wednesday the 18th. Okay, that's okay. I hope I get home in time. I will. Don't worry. But yeah, that's gonna be on Wednesday at 8:30. It's gonna be a great episode. Tim and Linda are doing awesome. Please tune in for that. I was gonna show you the picture and all that, but I forgot to put it up. Anyways, that's that. And yeah, throw in Tyrone. Screw it. Let's do it. Nancy, nice to see y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the agreements and disagreements. I always love it. Giving your opinion and expecting everyone to agree with you would be the worst life to have. The best part about this game, and always remember that, is no one has your palate. No one can do what you do for you. And my friends, you are the best mixer for you. You just need to figure out how to do it. This pina colada vape that I made, ADV. Maybe work on it. We'll see how it does in a week. I'm going to go on a tangent though. I love y'all. I appreciate the support. Really do. Thank you for supporting my friends, Sam and Linda. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all that y'all do for me. You know what I mean? I don't need shit from you except for your company, which is always a blessing. Now remember a couple things. Just mix it. Keep mixing it. Do your thing. Call your loved ones. Ain't gotta be your family. If you don't love your family, you know, shit happens. Call the people you love, the people you care about. And always stay optimistic. I think that's a good 3. Y'all have a lovely night, a lovely weekend. See you Wednesday. See you next Saturday for marzipan, nougat, and Tyrone. Y'all have a lovely night. See ya.
When you build, you gotta innovate. Integrate, do the work that they won't do. And no hate. When you build, you gotta innovate. Integrate, do the work that they won't do. And no hate. Yeah.